I mean, hi. It has been a hot minute since I visited the Pendog Creative Library ARG, and there have been some updates. And this update is all about makeup. I know, crazy, right? Now, if you don't know what the Pendog Creative Library ARG is, first of all, that was a mouthful, and second of all, you're kidding me, right? This is a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. I can give you a brief refresher. I also did a video previously diving into the website, so you can check that out as well. Basically, this website is dedicated to preserving old cartoon characters. I know, sounds great, sounds amazing, but there might be a hidden murder plot. There's a group of people that run this website, and one of them is, well, was named Ik-Ak. Now, Ik-Ak had this fascination with this character known as Miss Hecate. Like, I mean, really obsessed. And one Halloween, he gets a group of people together to watch this tape about Miss Hecate, and then they all mysteriously die. And oddly enough, most people who have had some sort of interest in Miss Hecate had something mysterious happen to them as well, so if that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. That's basically what we got going on right now. I'm glad we got caught up to speed. So without further ado, let's get into the new update. Yeah, I need to tone it down a notch. I had 2 cups of coffee already. Okay, so Penny, aka the brains behind this website, hops back on to give us a new update. She talks about how the overall website has gotten a few new touches, you know, like stickers and such to the character page. Very fun. She goes on to say how she's trying to move forward from the events with Ik-Ak, which again was not a very good situation. She then goes on to say how a lot of people have been sending in fake pieces to the PCL. She attaches an image of a Bartleby product advertisement and says that it was sent to her with no information and no return address. She's like, obviously it's fake. Convincing, but Bartleby never released that product. However, this image tells more of a story, and I don't believe it to be fake, rather a more sinister find. See, if you click the image, it takes you to a new tab with a very ominous message.
My blessing, you have earned it. Wishing you sweet honey dreams absent of lipstick red.
Now, there seems to be a pattern with Miss Hecate and red lipstick. It's just the color red in general. Penny gives us a new drawing that she's been working on, saying it's not the typical rubber hose style that she's used to, since an incident online kind of caused her to move away from that style. And she ends the post with this nice message. Self-beauty and how I appear to people is something I used to agonize over, not just physically, but my presence as well. But eventually, I learned that I could survive without the validation of everyone, something others could probably learn from. I decided that beauty is what you take comfort in. I nurture how I act and present myself, but how others take that appearance is of no concern to me. You've probably heard it before, but you'll always be the villain in someone's story. Gosh, Em and I know that so well. I don't have to be liked by everyone around me, and I don't have to like everyone around me. So when she mentioned that the website got some new touches, I don't know why I keep doing that when I say new touches. I don't know, it just kind of like adds a little flair to it. But she says her favorite pages are the Hecate and the Winerva ones. If we go to Winerva's page and we scroll all the freaking way down, we will find a little window. When you click on it, it takes you to this little story time called Beauty, which is very fitting for this update. Which brings me to our main topic of today. I really need to stop doing this with my hands. What is happening? A big change in this update. The Helena Troy Beauty brand section in the Creative Archive. I did that in one take. I am so proud of myself. Hooray, it is a happy day. Oh my god, that rhymed too. Can you tell I've had so much coffee today? Don't answer that. Okay, so now we're hopping over to the Creative Archives to take a look at this. Alright, so we got Helena Troy Beauty Brands. A bit of an unusual post today. This will be a history lesson. Yay! Can we sing Hamilton? A discussion on our local mystery and a Creative Archive post all in one. Oh, okay. Which is to say that this article will be fairly large compared to what is usually posted on the Creative Archive. I'm excited. Also, I look horrifying. I look like I just came out of the Smile movie. My bad. Jump scare. In this article, we will be covering beauty company Troy Brands, their beloved mascot Helena Troy, and their creative ventures. We will also be looking at possible connections between their character and local cartoon mystery Miss Hecate. Oh crap, this is getting serious. Oh yeah, like this picture of all of like the little beauty items, and oh my god, it's so cute. Can we get these in real life? Look at the lipstick. Oh my god, she's a diva. Troy Beauty products recovered and photographed by the Pendog team. Founded in the late 50s, Troy Brands was a relatively small company started on a small dream by an even smaller individual known as Phil Barnum. Barnum's background in beauty and fashion was nothing special. However, he was among many trying to get a foot in the door during an era in which fashion and beauty were being revolutionized. The potential for fortune was ripe for the taking. Oh, Sly seized that opportunity. Every girl's best friend. That sounds like it would be like a L'Oreal commercial. Every girl's best friend, Troy. You're worth it. Ew, I actually hated that. Oh, there's Phil Barnum looking very serious. He's got his eyes on the prize, and the prize being Mr. Beast's $1 million reward in Beast Games. Anyways, starting Troy Brands with a large loan from his father and the support of friends already in the industry, Barnum would try for years to make a name for his company in the industry. He was an amazing marketing man, but in the word of his own friends, not so good at releasing quality products. Oh, it's a scam! No! I was gonna put some money down for those products. It was a mix of showmanship and incompetence that saw the company struggling along for 2 or so years, barely turning enough of a profit to stay afloat, but always with Phil making promises of, we'll get it eventually if you stick with me. Oh boy, to underpaid employees. Okay, so we really are having a Beast Game situation here. Ooh. With this in mind, it shouldn't be that surprising to learn that in the year of 1958, debt collectors were visiting the premises regularly, and Barnum was stuck in his office desperately trying to figure out how to pull the company out of its situation. Dear Lord, we got a scandal. Bring out your best self with Troy Beauty. Oh my god, this is adorable. Oh, the art style is beautiful. It's all changed in the same summer of that year. In the summer of that same year, when Barnum emerged from his office presenting to his small marketing team the design that would end up saving the company. Hell yeah. It should be noted that Barnum was not a good artist, failing to make a living off of artwork prior to this venture, and this work, while available for viewing, is honestly so poor that it would be an insult to him to host it on his site. Whoa, that is harsh. Wow, ouch. I feel pain, and I didn't even make the artwork. However, the pressure of incoming financial ruin must have lit a fire in the man's creative ability, because the character he presented to his marketing team was an instant hit. Oh my god, she is a diva. Every girl's best friend. This would do numbers, I'll tell you that much. Look at that diva. This would go viral. I'm not just saying that because I would purchase everything, but I would purchase everything. Her name was Helena Troy, an obvious play on Helen of Troy from mythology. With a cute visage and stylish outfit, this character immediately moved into the main marketing for the company, and from there, things seemed to improve. Understandably, again, diva, people from all over the country were forming lines to buy their products, and the quality of their beauty line began to increase rapidly as well, perhaps spurred on by the exponential income resulting from Helena's success. Helena was described by the company as every girl's best friend. The girl so beautiful, cities topple in her wake. Jeez Louise. The prior motto would extend to Troy's brand's intense marketing aimed towards young women and girls who became the prime customers. Soon, almost every household in America could be found to contain their beauty products, with little girls across the country owning toy brand play purses and nail polish. Where can we purchase these? This is getting me. I'm falling for the marketing scheme. Ha ha ha. The company's rise in the beauty industry was not without casualties. As many beauty companies, some owned by the friends who had helped Barnum get his start in the first place, would be forced to shutter their doors due to being undercut by Troy Brand's low prices and quality products. This is drama. This sounds like something Adam McIntyre would cover and I would listen to as I'm getting ready, because I listen to that man all the time when I'm getting ready. I gotta keep updated on the hot goss. It should be here that we note that Barnum was a very ruthless businessman. He was reported to leave his friends hanging in peril, waiting for them to declare bankruptcy before swooping in to plunder their corporate empire and bringing it under the toy brand fold. This man is a villain. When a beauty company started to show promise of being a future threat, Troy would do one of two things: buy out the company and give the former owners positions as consultants, or starve them out of customers and approach them again with the same offer. Dear Lord, it's giving Onceler. Helena Troy, meanwhile, would feature on lipstick, nail polish, clothing, beauty magazines, and more. Her character was stated to be a woman who lived for the excesses of life and let her heart take the steering wheel. Another product idea, can we get that on a t-shirt? She was also typically portrayed as someone who, when seeing something she wanted, would doggedly pursue it, often to her own detriment. In magazine strips and production art, Helena would tend to fall in love with someone or obsess over something, and when this happened, her eyes would narrow together in a heart shape. This was referred to in production art as her love blinders. Stop! It's so cute. These stories would usually end with Helena nearly getting what she wanted, but in the last minute would get too ambitious and ruin everything for herself. Lord, that got deep. I had a dream where I got everything I wanted. This would range from accidentally sending her love interest tumbling off of Niagara Falls, happens, or opening a brand new theater production way too early and selling no seats at all. Helena's popularity would grow to be so much that plans were made in order to create an animated TV show featuring her as the protagonist, living in a world called Beautyland. Please tell me we're gonna see some clips of that. I will be so happy. From production stories, it would have been a thinly veiled advertisement for future Troy brand products, which is not surprising. What is surprising, however, is that the event would bring the company to its knees, Helena Troy into obscurity, and Phil Barnum to a grisly end. What do you mean by that? Grisly End, death by grizzly bear. By 1967, the company was rapidly making plans for new ventures and greater scopes. Phil Barnum was the leading name in the industry, and Helena Troy was a name recognized by every passerby. Get it, girl? Diva. Troy brands, in a display of their success and wealth, would host a beauty expo on which they showed off developments in their product. Models wore Troy brand's finest clothing, and Helena balloons floated across the skies. I'm just imagining it now. I would like to be there. That's where I belong, down at the Troy brands convention. I want to take some balloons from the Troy brands convention. Work in progress. It was an amazing event, and Troy brands revealed their greatest product yet, a skin cream that leaves a person's skin silky smooth and free of blemishes, acne, and such things. I have a feeling this is gonna go really horribly. It was predicted to be a massive success, and from the gleeful reactions of testers, the company's newest miracle product seemed to have a very bright future. Okay, and here we go. This is exactly where I thought this was heading. Tragically, the skin cream was not tested thoroughly before being used on volunteers at the fair. All I can say is that multiple people were left harmed and countless others were left dead. My initial thoughts were that like their skin was gonna like come like peeling up. What went wrong where people are being left dead from skin cream? The pictures are not something I would feel comfortable sharing. Yeah, thank you for that. And although there's an account we have gotten from our historians interview with someone affected by this event, I am still unsure whether it would be right to post it on this site for you or for them. Yeah, let's keep it respectful. And I don't really know if I would like to see that. I'll have to see. No, you don't have to see anything. The following month, the company would be pulled before a hearing and slapped with heavy fines, punishments, and more. Something that the company would almost immediately topple under the weight of. Phil Barnum would be found dead in his personal quarters in the following months, police claiming the cause of death was from pew pew. At least they presumed so. A big mystery with Phil's death is that although his body was, okay, well he was pew-pewed everywhere is what I'll leave it at that. To this day, it's a big mystery how he met his demise. Oh, perhaps it was an angry investor or vigilante justice from the family of those harmed by his final product. Yeah, that could be very, very likely. Regardless, it's a gruesome end to a morbid tale. Yeah, that's gruesome and morbid, I would say. Helena Troy, every girl's best friend, would topple with the company, forgotten by time and largely unnoticed until today as I write about her. A big question you longtime readers of the blog may be wondering if Helena Troy has any connection to Miss Hecate, our local cartoon mystery. The answer is, to me and to you, frustratingly vague. I was expecting like a big reveal. In all my research, I have found no mention of Hecate. However, the two are so similar in appearance that there must be some sort of influence. After all, Barnum was documented as being a notorious thief. Oh, I have a theory, but I'll hold that thought. Of toppled companies, ideas, and belongings. Or maybe that could just be my mind stringing together clues where there are none. Just many red yarn threads that connect to each other without any actual meaning. There's a single written quote regarding the character's creation from Barnum himself. I was under a lot of pressure. Was that like an old man laugh? Did I do a good job? Don't answer that. I was desperate to make the company work or I'd be strung up by debt holders and other folks. However, under all that pressure, an idea wormed its way into my brain. It was a little cartoon doll with a red dress and white buttons and 2 horns. Oh no, I drew it out immediately and was instantly transfixed by the character. I thought, this is what will save my company. Knowing Barnum's history of lying and sabotage, I'm not sure how much of this account we can believe. I can't help but notice his use of the word worming. Knowing Hecate's 1930s appearance was documented as being worm-like, I wonder if he was hinting at the inspiration behind Helena. When I got contacted about Helena Troy, I immediately sprung on the opportunity to write about her. She's so fascinating to me and a little sad. A little sad is an understatement. Forgotten for years, I hope she'll enjoy her place on our website. I think if she was alive, she'd enjoy being read about and admired just like she used to, all the way back in the 60s when she was every girl's friend. Oh, I got chills. That was a very good ending. Now, before I go on to my yap session about, just processing all of that, recall how I said earlier that Penny M said her other favorite, new updated page was Miss Hecate's? If you go to her page, there is now a little sticker of I'm assuming that's like a moisturizer bottle. I don't actually know what it is, but it is like a beauty product. If you click on that, you'll actually get a PSA about the Helena Troy situation, which is really, really cool. I'm gonna start off by saying there is an obvious pattern here. Miss Hecate seems to come into these creators' minds like in a dream, with this worm-like form being mentioned and a red string. This seems to be the case with almost every situation that has been stated on this website that has like gone wrong. People going missing, the situation with Igak. If you're visited by Miss Hecate, then something is inevitably going to go wrong. And I think that's without a doubt what happened here. It really does sound like the creator had an encounter with Miss Hecate. Now I'm wondering, hear me out, if she's like this entity, like she is a being that gets into people's minds through this cartoon imagery, if that makes sense. Like you see this imagery and that's how she kind of warms herself into your mind. And I'm wondering if there are some ulterior motives with this website, like if a seed was planted. I don't know if Penny M has any idea with anything that's going on, you know, in regards to this. I mean, of course she knows about the Igak situation, but I don't think she's like drawn that conclusion yet, which we'll see if she gets to that point. I mean, inevitably, I think some red flags are going to be raised there eventually, but I am really excited to see the future of this website. I've been meaning to talk about this update for quite some time. I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. And like all of the little components that went into this update are so cute. Like the art style is amazing. The little products are so adorable. I was totally planning on buying stuff until I heard about like the death part. By the way, I also noticed if you go to the About Us section and you click at the top, there's like this little secret area on the website that you need to put a password into. I have not found the password yet. If you have, please let me know in the comment section or we can help each other crack out that code because I feel like that'd be another interesting topic to kind of like delve in on. I'll be sure to keep you guys posted with this ARG. I'm having so much fun with it. I think it's incredible. If you all have any theories or if you found any other secrets, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to do a follow-up video, maybe even doing like a fan theory video like how I do with my welcome home videos. But I think that's gonna be it for me today. So thank you all so much for watching and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, Brussels sprouts.